Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Warhawks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Godfrey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Here comes the option. The pitch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Balls and fired complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Warhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. Runs through a tackle. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Card in the backfield. It's Godfrey. The Warhawks get enough to move the chains.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! First score of the game goes up.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Troy Trojans offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know.
Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna run it. It's Lovett. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Troy! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Use the play fake, now to throw.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space, it's Lovett. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The option look. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
They'll give it to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Warhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defense. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take...
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Warhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Here we go.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15.
Get set, get set.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense drags him down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Griffin. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Inside the 25. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
Quickly complete. And he will take it in. Touchdown, ULM Troy.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 14 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out fast. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yep.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The quick out. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Scanning the field, it's Crowder. They've got the screen set up. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on third down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the third down conversion and a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, but it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Troy.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got room at the 35. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now the pitch. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's just slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Let's go.
Gets the back moving on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Warhawks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return. Prove this field position.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Higgins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Throws for the tight end. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And Dave,
there he goes. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Got the 1st down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Ready,
And the Warhawks are on the move. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Warhawks! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Crowder. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle, it's Higgins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Sends it back in motion. On the option. The pitch. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here comes the option. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback. I'm not going to sack him. But if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Crowder. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings them to within 1.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
The sure hands. It's Godfrey. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Warhawks decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback...
He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are 1 play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse. I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Galloway. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try.
4-2 Spider.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.